Hello there guys, it's Publican here, back on a video, and today I'm going to do what if Deku have Asta's power part 10. Hope you enjoy it. Our story begins after Deku's fight against Mario, and it ended in a draw. Mario tells him that he will hear back from him in a few days, so Deku wait. During this time, everybody continued their training, especially Bakugo, because after hearing that All Might old psychic have an interest in Deku and basically want to recruit him, he got pissed. Even though he respects Deku more than his original counterpart in the anime, he still got upset because he feels like he's falling behind him more and more with each passing day. So saying he's training himself almost to death is not far from reality. And for Deku, he's doing the same thing that he always do. Push-ups, sit-ups, and drink plenty of juice. But one day he did nothing. Literally nothing. He just standing holding his demon slayer sword and closing his eyes. But unbeknownst to everyone, Deku is having a conversation with his demon, and it went like this. Deku asks his demon, "Why did you help me?" The demon reply, "What? When did I help you?" Deku reply, "After Baku got captured and I want to save him, you give me an advice that let me use or control more of your power. So why did you help me then?" The demon reply, "Oh, that's easy. I just don't want my vessel to die. And trust me, I waited a long time to find someone that can wield my power without dying." Again, Deku tell him, "Again, so are you telling me that someone did use your power before me?" The demon tell him, yes, there was. And you resemble him a bit. You almost have the same height, he was a bit shorter than you, and he was more muscular than you, and he have light green eyes, but you have dark green one." Deku asked him how much of your power he was able to use. Demon replied, "All of it. He was a good vessel. I was able to get my revenge on the other demons, and the kid became a king or something, I don't really remember." Deku replied, "A king? For how long have you been inside this grimoire?" The demon replied, "I lost track of time a long time ago, kid. But last time the kid used me, his era was much more different than yours." Deku told him, "How so?" The demon replied, "Well, back then everybody is 15 years old, have a magic grimoire." Deku told him, "Wait, did magic existed?" The demon replied, "Yes, and it still is. Your friends are using it. For some reason you guys call it quirks. That's weird. I will never understand humans." Deku was in disbelief and told him, "Okay, let's rewind a bit. You just told me back then, and I don't know how long it was, people were able to use magic, and you just tell me that quirks are magic." The demon nodded. Then Deku told him, "It can't be possible because quirks appeared around 200 years ago." The demon told him, "About that. Quite a while back, people without any mana start appearing left and right. And the ones who still have their mana, their numbers start dwindling pretty fast. And nobody have mana inside of them. And after a few decades, they completely forgot about magic. It was only in fairy tales. And with that, every grimoire was lost. Or destroyed, I don't care." Deku asked him, "But how did your grimoire survive?" Demon replied, "Sheer dumb luck. Plus, even if they found it, they cannot destroy it. And it's because I live in it, and if they want to destroy it, they have to defeat me first." And like you said, around 200 years ago, people with mana start appearing slowly, but since the knowledge about the grimoires was lost, nobody can actually use their full potential. And because of her sudden appearance, sometimes the mana can change the appearance of the user, the same way it did to your friends, the pink girl one. Deku's mind just got blown away, so he tell him, "So you're telling me that quirks are some type of magic?" The demon nod and tell him, "And by the way, my power or our power is not anti-quirk, it's anti-magic. So keep that in mind. I don't want to cringe each time I hear you anti-quirk matter or something." Deku tell him, "I have one more question. The demon tell him, what is it? The way I named the sword, Demon Dweller Sword, Demon Slayer Sword, and Demon Destroyer Sword. And my other moves, Black Hurricane, Black, you know what I mean. Demon tell him, yeah, what about them? Deku tell him, you're the one who's giving me information on them, aren't you? The demon tell him, oh, you quite the clever one, aren't you? So you're not all muscle without a brain. And to answer your question, yes, I was giving you the information about your moves. Or should I say the previous user moves. Deku tell him, so there is more? Demon tell him, yeah, there is still few, but you are way too weak to use them. Focus on getting stronger and we will see what we can do. Deku tell him, okay, last question. What is your end goal? Demon tell him, I don't know, maybe I like playing the role of a hero, but who knows, while giving him an evil grin. Deku tell him, frankly, I don't believe you, but if you try anything, I will stop you. The demon smiled and told him, we'll see about that, kid. Then Deku opened his eyes in the real world, then he started looking at his sword and whispered, yeah, let's. Then All Might started approaching Deku and asked him, is everything alright, young Midoriya? Deku replied, yeah, everything is perfect. You need something, All Might? All Might was a bit suspicious of Deku's behavior, then he asked him, yeah, I heard that you got an invitation from Nighteye. Deku told him, oh yes, he was your sidekick a few years back. I'm so excited to train under him. All Might gives Deku a light smile and tells him, I'm happy that you're happy. Just take care of yourself, kid. Then he walks away. Deku asked himself, is All Might okay? He sounded a bit off, but he didn't overthink of it. So with that, Deku started doing some training until Aizawa calls it a day. So they return to the dorms. And later that day, when everybody is just chilling in the living room, they hear a knock on the door. They open it and see Mirio. He asks to talk with Deku in private. So Deku follows him outside, and when they are far enough from everyone, Deku tells him, Sir Nighteye wants to see you tomorrow, and don't worry about your classes, we already talked to Aizawa. Deku replies, sweet, but you bring me out here just to tell me that? Mirio tells him, no, the reason I brought you here is I want you to ask you something that nobody else need to hear. Deku understands and nods. Mirio asks him, do you know about One for All? Deku tells him, yes I do, and I know that you are the Night user. Then Mirio tells him, so what Sir Nighteye told me was true. You have been chosen to be the Night user before me, isn't that right? Deku tells him, yeah, All Might did give me the opportunity, but I refuse. Remember, I have an anti-quirk, anti-magic, as a quirk, so if I inherited One for All, I won't be able to use my own power. Mirio tells him, I see, I think we are done here, so see you tomorrow? Deku tells him, sure, see you tomorrow. Then Mirio walks back to his dorm. Deku do the same after he do a celebration touchdown. Is a celebration touchdown is actually a word? I don't know, but it is right now. So when Deku returns, his classmates start asking him what Mirio wants for him. Deku tells them that Sir Nighteye wants to see him tomorrow and that's it. Everyone was a bit suspicious because he took him outside just to tell him that, but they believe Deku because what does he need to hide from them? Plus he saved them a couple of times. The least they can do is trust him. After that, Aizawa tells everybody to go to their beds or basically just threaten them. We fast forward to the next day. Deku wear his hero costume and ran to Nighteye's agency. Well, he didn't run all the way, he took a train. And when he got on it, people recognize him from the fight between All Might and All for One, and they thank him for helping All Might and they cheer for him. Deku gave them his biggest cheesy smile and thanked them, and when he arrived at the agency, Mirio was waiting for him. He welcomed him and they walked toward Night-Eye's office, and when they opened it, Deku see Night-Eye torturing Bubble Girl and he was terrified. Then Night-Eye shut down the machine and told Deku to get seated and order Mirio and Bubble Girl to leave the room, and they do what they're told. Then Sir Nighteye take a seat next to Deku and start looking at him and tell him thank you. Deku was taken off guard and tell him for what? Nighteye replied for helping All Might in his last fight. Deku tells him you don't need to thank me, it was just sheer dumb luck that I was there. Sir Nighteye replied, I don't care if you are planning to help him or it was just sheer dumb luck. You helped him, or should I say you saved him. Deku tell him, saved him? Nighteye tell him, what I am about to tell you is a secret only few people know about, so make sure nobody else know about it. Deku nods. Nighteye continue, my quirk is foresight, it let me see the future of anyone that I use it on. And I used it on All Might 6 years ago and I saw him dying a gruesome death. Deku was completely shocked and horrified and ask him, "So you think that I changed the future?" Nighteye replied, "I'm not sure about that. I speculated that my foresight saw All Might dead in 6 or 7 years. So there is still a possibility that All Might is going to die in next year." Deku stays silent because he's completely shocked. Nighteye continue, "That's why I called for you. You were able to hold your own against All for One. So I know you are plenty strong, but if I trained you, you would become even stronger." Deku, without hesitation, he accepts his offer. Sir Nighteye extends his hand and tell him, "Welcome aboard, Izuku Midoriya." So with that, Deku become one of Night-Eye's team. Then Mirio and Bubble Girl return. Then they start telling Deku about the Overhaul mission. They will split into 2 groups, Deku with Mirio and Night-Eye with Bubble Girl. Then Nighteye tell them that both of them are going to do, pointing at Deku and Mirio, some basic patrol, but keep an eye out for anything suspicious. They nod, but before they take off, Nighteye tell Deku order him to put his full mask, finally. Because people still recognize him and we don't want to draw any attention and blow our cover. Deku nod and put on his full mask. So with that, Team Nighteye and Bubble Girl go to spy on Overhaul hideout. And Deku and Mirio go do their own thing. In the way, they exchange hero names. By the way guys, give me a hero name for Deku because I'm done with names. That's it, I'm done. Then from nowhere, a little girl with blonde hair bump into Deku and it's Eri. Deku asks her if she's okay, and the moment he tries to touch her, she backs up and looks terrified. Deku holds her and assures her that everything is okay. Then they hear Overhaul's voice coming from the alleyway, and when they see him, they are shocked to their cores. They didn't expect to meet him here of all the places. Then like the anime, Overhaul asks them to give Eri back, and the moment she hears that, she starts holding Deku even more tightly. Deku tells him that she won't let go of him. Overhaul starts getting annoyed and tells Eri to get here right now. And by the way, because Deku is wearing his full mask, Overhaul did not recognize him. If he did, he will be super careful around him. But let's return to the story. After Deku here, Overhaul's tone of voice change. He switches mode from Deku to hero mode and asks him what he's doing to this girl. She's covered head to toe with bandages. Mirio tried to tell Deku to back off, but it's too late. Then Overhaul fake giving in and tell them to follow him to the alleyway. This matter is a bit sensitive. And the moment they enter, he tries to remove his gloves. Eri sees that and runs back at him. Then he tells her, "Done with your tantrum?" She nods. Deku tries to call her back, but Mirio stops him, and after Overhaul walks away, he explained that Overhaul was going to get physical, and Eri runs back at him to stop him. So after that, they call Nighteye immediately and explain the situation. They meet, and Nighteye tells them that they do the right thing and not endanger the operation. But even with that, both of them feel defeated. And with that, I think I'm going to stop it right here. So what do you think is going to happen next part? And how Mirio having 1-4 will change the story? Leave your theories in the comment section below. And if you like it, drop a like and see ya in next part. Peace.